So the reason why Mark Carney went down to Europe instead of dealing with the United States is they're trying to make a coalition, a European Union with Mexico and Europe and Canada. And the video that I saw, I don't know any more than just watch somebody's video that I saw. He was really happy about that. He thought that was really good. And I'm going to tell you why this is a horrible, horrible thing. And they are setting Canada up to be like Ukraine. There are two powerhouses in this world, and they almost lost the United States that are standing up for the people of the country. And that is Russia and United States. Now that Donald Trump, no matter what you think about him being loud, boisterous, and, he's a punchy kind of guy, and he'll, strike out, he's a media guy. But the people of the United States are loving, no matter what you see. If you see these little tiny member camera, and they can do a lot of manipulation, make it look like there's a lot of riots. There is terrorism that's going on in the United States because there's a lot of people that don't want this. They don't want the voice of the people. They don't want no taxes for the people. They want to actually replace the population. And we're seeing that here in Canada. We're seeing that in all over Europe. So the European, it's interesting, for St. Patrick's Day, they had Ireland, the president of Ireland down, and then they had somebody else that went on there to tell you guys exactly what was happening. Where overnight, like literally, like at 9 o'clock at night, buses load of immigrants come in and are shoved in, and the regular population is pushed out. This is happening in Ireland and Scotland, all over your UK, France and everything. They've been doing replacement populations, and that is what this European Union plans on doing. They also plan this, and it's been siphoning a lot of the replacement population up until now has been coming through the Mexico border. Now there has been that cutoff from Trump because he's sticking up for his people. And he's invited Canada to be part of that, to actually have your voice back, to actually have your rights back. And we're seeing it happen. There's whole districts and areas and towns. Yellowknife is supposed to be a completely changed population. This is happening all over Canada. Little towns, big areas in town like Edmonton, the north side is completely changed. It's completely changed. And this is what Trump has been offering Canada, is a protection from that. That's what he's doing right now. All of the people that he's getting out of the country is to stop this, to save America, to save American people. Russia is doing the same thing. And NATO is part of the European nation, and that's why Trump is talking about getting out of it. He's fighting for the life of everybody. And whether you want to think he's a good guy or not, this is what's happening. They want to disable America, have it back to the way it was going, where all that money was being funneled, where it wasn't coming to the people, where it was going to things that destabilize countries. So it was this whole dominoes effect that was going to destabilize everybody, not just European. Right now it's been focusing on that, but it was going into all of the different countries to destabilize them. This is what he's trying to stop. This is what Russia's been stopping. This is why there's always been this war against Russia. If you look into the history of Russia, Russia has been on the side of America. They've been brothers in arms many, many times. This whole Russia is not in line with the truth of what Russia is today. I mean, Russia is what it was in the 80s in Canada. Right now, you've got they put in somebody who was a banker who even said, I know nothing about policies of government, like I'm a banker, like before. And then they just plop him in. Don't you think that's rather interesting? And then when you find out that Canada, from that documentary that we were looking at a while back, what was it? The Illusion of Canada. And if you haven't seen it, go take a look at it. You'll find out that that's why Trudeau came into Canada in the first place, because they knew that there was a real sloppiness as to our sovereignty and what they could do. And what they are doing is what they are doing right now. I don't know how far they're going to go because so far it has been more like an authoritarian. And we've been dictated about the whole thing. They prorogue government. They wouldn't show that all these people were working to bring down Canada, and they're still all working. Money still flowing out of Canada. There's still, even though he put the tax on hold, it's on hold. It still has to go through, like it was a bill, so it can't just be written off. It's going to, and what really makes me scared about that, and I don't know, I'm just sort of throwing more shit into the bucket here, but remember when they gave you guys the stimulus checks when COVID was going on, and then they asked for it all back? Could they end up doing that again? Because they seem to like to even retroact things, because they went and did that with selling your home, and if you had a secondary home, and now they want to go back 2 years, so all people who've sold their home in the last 2 years didn't know they're going to do this is now going to have to come up, maybe lose the current home. That they're like, what is going on in our country? So I don't know what is going on in our country. I just know that I need to ask a lot of questions, and I need to take a look, because it is not consistent with a benefit for us. Because we know that Trudeau was really chummy with, look at all of the different divisions all over Canada. We've got so many different governments actually established, even police stations in our country. Why is that? Why does a person get to be in Parliament that isn't even a born citizen of our country? Why is that? Where did that happen? When did that happen? So there's something really funny going on right now. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I do believe we will, if we don't accept that offer from Trump, as Christina Freeland said, we should put bombs, we should put cannons on the Canadian side facing the United States. She's got that on video over the trade deal. What does that sound like to you? That, to me, it sounds like we are going to become Ukraine. We're going to be that fodder. We're going to be that. We're going to be bombed. We're going to have everything taken away, all our rights taken away, and they're going to be doing everything to start a war here in America against the United States. So that is what I think is what's about to happen here in Canada. And I think that's what that coalition is going on. So, be careful about your anger about Donald Trump, because he's pointing to you how corrupt these governments are, and what you cannot forget the past 5 years. And if you have, we're totally lost. I don't know what else to say to you guys, because it's really crazy out there that anybody is thinking about what they are offering up. Please take a look at Candace Owens' piece that she did. She's got like 4 or 5 videos on Macron's wife, Brigitte, and find out what's going on there. Find out about these people that have been in charge in all these countries and what their real plan is, and what Trump is trying to, I believe, at this point, save us from. And I'm going to stop talking now, and this is all for entertainment purposes. All of it's from my own imagination. Who knows? Maybe I'm cuckoo from the cuckoo's nest.